And we also got to deal with another truth. The other truth is that if you look at your screen right now, from 2019 to now, how many years is that? That's 5 years. In the last 5 years, Adrien Broner fought just 3 times. Stay with me, y'all. Y'all got to stay with me now. Adrien Broner fought 3 times in the last 5 years. You ain't gonna hear nobody else on YouTube break this down like this. Stay with me. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Adrien Broner fought 3 times in the last 5 years. And from Manny Pacquiao to Santiago, he came off a 2-year layoff. And then from Santiago to Hutchinson, he came off a 2.5-year layoff. And of course, it wasn't his fault, because that last fight with Bill Hutchinson, that probably was going to happen at a later time, because he was supposed to fight on BOK Prime with 3 different opponents that fell through. Okay? Now, look at that you see on your screen, where he come off of 2 different layoffs consecutively, 2 years apiece, fighting 3 times in 5 years. And then when we look at his age, we got to factor that in as well. Adrien Broner is 34 years old. We have to factor that in. And when we factor those facts in, and we look at Devin Haney's resume, we got to see that he fought 11 times in the last 5 years. Look at your screen and let's deal with it. 11 times in the last 5 years. Very active in 2019. He fought 4 times. He fought once in 2020. Of course, the pandemic may have had a lot to do with that. He fought twice in 2021, twice in 2022, and then, of course, twice in 2023. And he did fight one fighter in the last 6 or 7. I stand corrected. George Kambosos was undefeated. But the issue that you'll see with these fighters, they're 30 and up. All of them fights, at least 6 out of the last 7 were against fighters that were 30 and up. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. So Adrien Broner fits the bill, no pun intended, to fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm talking about? We got to deal with what's real now. So all I'm saying is, when you look at the activity of Devin Haney fighting 11 fights in the last 5 years, as you see on your screen, and most of the fighters, of course, were 30 and up, and then you make a comparison to Adrien Broner fighting 3 times in the last 5 years, coming off of 2 back-to-back layoffs within 2 years apiece, and the fact that you incorporate Adrien Broner's age at 34 years old, we need answers. I know people don't want to hear this because it might not sound favorable, but these are all facts here. I'm not saying anything that's my opinion. These are all facts that I just laid out before you. And so right now, once again, when I talk about having a connection to the fan base to develop and transition Devin Haney into a superstar, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the examples I'm talking about. When I say Bill Haney and the antics, there's no point of calling out Adrien Broner with the facts that I just presented to y'all. There's no point. Because the whole goal is to transition Devin into a superstar. Him beating Adrien Broner is not going to propel him to being a superstar. And that's not a disrespect to Broner. I'm just saying he has been inactive. In fact, he came off of it. He's still coming off of an injury. which is why he didn't fight in the last fight under Don King. Okay? So when you factor all of those elements in, we want to see the best fight the best. That's what y'all say, right? So if we all want to see the best fight the best, then nobody should be talking about Adrian Broner versus Devin Haney. Or you just saying Devin Haney and Adrien Broner is a good fight because you cool with the Haneys. Or you have a relationship with the Haneys. So you want to keep driving the narrative. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what's going on or not. I'm just saying that's a possibility. Because people are not given the facts that I just gave. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. So if those facts that I just gave are facts, it was unnecessary for Bill Haney to mention Adrien Broner's name out of the clear blue. Because people won't give Devin Haney the credit that he deserves if he beat Broner, who's a former world champion, a legend in this game. Because they're going to say, oh, he was coming off an injury. Oh, he only fought 3 times in the last 5 years, so he was inactive. Oh, he's 34 years old. Oh, Broner can sell tickets, but he's over the hill. This is what people are going to say. Why get into a social media beef going back and forth when even if you did fight Broner, it wouldn't look good for you if you win? And it's not going to do nothing for your career. These are the examples that I'm giving when I illustrate my points. There's no point. Okay, I'm just keeping it 100. Well, that's not true. Somebody young will fight Devin. Shakur Stevenson. Don't forget about him. Now, of course, he would have to move up in weight. I recommend that Shakur stay at 35. You know what I mean? I recommend that the young man stay at 135 pounds. He just got there. Let him get an opportunity to become a world champion in another division and basically dominate that division. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he has the potential to do it. Shakur Stevenson does. You know what I'm saying? I like Shakur too. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, y'all saying nobody young will fight him. Yeah, he will. Shakur Stevenson jumped right in that ring after Devin Haney fought Lomachenko. Jumped right in the ring like all other fighters do. Like Devin Haney did Lomachenko in Lomachenko's last fight before fighting Devin Haney. He jumped in the ring on Lomachenko, right?